Yo, welcome back to another Pokemon Pocket video. Today we'll be pushing to 25 wins in the Emblem event using this Primeape MANKEY deck. If you didn't already know that Primeape can hit for 100 damage, but only if it has damage on itself. When the game first dropped, this deck wasn't that great because MANKEY, prior to the new promo of this coming out, didn't have that extra do 10 damage to itself. It just did 20 damage instead of 30. Usually doing 10 damage to yourself isn't that great, but as I said before, now paired with the Primeape, you can actually reliably hit for 100 damage for only 2 energy. Using MANKEY and Primeape has started to become all across the meta when it comes to using Marowak EX, the top fighting type deck, instead of a Sandslash. Now, I also have a Farfetch'd in this deck because Farfetch'd is the best card in the game. As I was jumping into these games, actually, just quick note aside, I actually had commentary across the whole thing while I was playing, but I didn't realize I wasn't recording my mic, so I'm just gonna have to deal with the voiceover here. Anyways, that first game I was using the Ron deck, which is a video that will be coming out later this weekend, probably Monday or maybe Sunday. Also, last note here, if you're interested in seeing this stuff live, help me get to 50 subscribers so I can in fact start live streaming. And let's jump into the gameplay. My first match I end up going second, which is great because you get the energy first if you go second, which is really good when you're playing MANKEY. Obviously, since I only have 3 basics in the deck, then I pretty much guarantee myself that I will pull the MANKEY on the draw in hand. He has a Farfetch'd, then he goes for Professor's Research, and Zapdos on the bench. Goes into Helioptile. But since I'm going second, that means I get to draw the energy first. Now, in this case, I don't actually want to attack. Now, the reason being for this is because if I do attack, I'd be at 40 and Farfetch'd will just KO me next turn. So I just Pokeball just to get some cards into my hand, place a Helix Fossil just in case a Sabrina comes along, and then I pass the turn. As predicted, though, he goes in with the Farfetch'd, hitting me for 40, leaving me at 10 HP. But that means next turn I can evolve with a Primeape and hit back for 100 damage. Mind you, this is my second turn in the game. This is why people are starting to use Primeape over Sandslash in those Marowak EX decks. Now, he brings in his Zapdos EX, and I have to do a little bit of thinking here. But instead of, doing something smart, he just attacks me with Peck, which does absolutely nothing. And since I'm the best Pokemon player of all time, all I have to do is stall to the next turn, and I basically win the game. It's crucial that I put an energy here on Farfetch'd, because I will need to use Farfetch'd for the next turn when Primeape goes down. I hit for 100, which is good, but won't KO. So the only way he could win here is if he double potions, and then I won't be enough. He potions once, so I get a little bit scared, but he actually can't do anything. He hits me with Peck again, and my Primeape is now down to 10 HP. All I have to do is hit back for 100 damage, and I win the game. With the first match down, it just shows how powerful this Primeape deck really is. This is up against a Zapdos, probably a Pikachu EX, in there somewhere. He just got unlucky. Now this brings me up to 24 wins, and since I never lose, I'm 1 game away from getting the next emblem. As we jump into the next match, real quick, just want to say thanks for watching so far. If you are enjoying this type of content, please leave a like and consider subscribing. That is completely free, and you can always change your mind later as it does really support me. For this game, I match up against a Dragonite deck, and usually if you get a Dragonite going, you can probably sweep through every single deck in the game, except for maybe Charizard. Since I got a little bit unlucky on the coin flip, this match is going to be a little bit different because I won't be attacking. All I can do is build my bench and pass the turn. He goes for Professor's Research and draws into a Pokeball. He plays a Pokeball and places down his Zapdos EX on the bench, which is a little unorthodox for a Dragonite deck. He passes the turn, and I'm a little bit worried of him getting his Dragonite set up, so I Professor's Research to see if I can get anything good. I don't really get anything that great, so all I do is place an energy onto my MANKEY, and I go for a Reckless Charge, dealing 30 damage and getting me set up so I can hit for my Primeape for 100 next turn. On his turn, he doesn't do much except attach an energy to his Dratini that is on the bench, and now it's my turn again. So what I can do is attach an energy to my MANKEY and then go for a Primeape and KO his Dratini that's in the active spot. But here I'll take a note of his energy and see that he hasn't rolled a water energy yet, meaning he can't attack me using his Dratini or his Dragonair next turn. So when he goes on with his Dragonair and evolves into his Dragonite, he still can't hit me for a Draco Meteor. I'm getting really lucky here, and he's getting really unlucky. So on my turn, I place another Helix Fossil, and I go for a fight back on the Primeape, hitting for 100. So now that the Dragonite is in one hit shot for the next turn, all I have to do is live this one turn. Now, since he doesn't roll water yet again, I'm in the position to win the game. But because I'm so massively big brained, all I have to do is stall a little bit and frighten him. So I draw a MANKEY and discard a Helix Fossil and place a MANKEY on the bench. This doing so is so big brained because he actually ends up just conceding and I win the match. And that is exactly why Primeape is so good. If you can get it going, people will just give up. It's that good. An auto win. This brings me up to 25 wins, and I get that sweet, sweet emblem. Exactly what I was grinding for. Now, the next one is at 45 wins, so if you want to see that, feel free to subscribe, and I will might post a video on that later sometime in the future. And thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day.